Ella, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, let's talk about what was happening today in court, 18 March 2026. This right here, this day, is where the courtroom lost the plot, Kesana, if you ask me. In fact, the courtroom has lost the plot long time ago. But today, I call one simple question, one. And somehow, it turned into a full hour of confusion, repetition, and frustration. That was before the tea time, guys. Let's break it down. The witness explained clearly, I applied for leave in July. Simple. But here's the part that changes everything. He does not get to decide. Ne? He does not decide when that leave is approved. That decision belongs to the employer. So if the leave gets approved for October, that does not mean he chose October. It means that's when he was given. I don't know what was hard for Baloyi to comprehend. But what does Baloyi do? He cycles the same question again and again and again for a bloody hour before tea time, trying to force something that simply isn't there. And this is where people watching started asking if he's not understanding or getting this, or is he acting as if he's not understanding? Is he not understanding this, or is this deliberate? But oh my God, because let's be honest, guys, because this is not about understanding anymore, Poof. This is about control of the narrative, control of the record, control of how the story will look later. Baloyi is not asking to learn. He's asking to trap Ndanzi. He wants the witness to say, yes, I chose October. I chose October, because that moment, the moment that happens, boom, now the timeline looks suspicious. Now doubt is planted against Ndanzi. Now the narrative shifts, but the problem, the witness does not break. Oh, Mfoka Ndanzi, the witness does not break. He stays consistent. I applied in July. I don't control approval. And that's where the frustration kicks in, because no matter how many times you rephrase the question, the answer does not change. So what do we see? Repetition, pressure, frustration, an entire hour chasing a contradiction that does not exist. And here's the real reason behind all of this. They are closing gaps because there is so many gaps there. Gaps from previous statements, gaps from earlier evidence, gaps from the public has already started noticing. They are trying to close those gaps. But remember, people went back. They checked records, they checked timelines, they caught inconsistencies. So now the strategy shifts. Fix the narrative before it collapses. That is where Baloyi was. That's what he was trying to do. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying fix the narrative before it breaks, align the story before it collapses. And when that doesn't work, you stall, you stretch, you repeat. But here's the dangerous part about all of that. The more you force something that isn't there, the more you expose yourself. Someone tell him that. Because now it seems, or it doesn't look like strategy anymore. It looks like desperation. And the viewers that he's trying to impress, they can see clearly as daylight, 1 hour, one question, zero progress, and a courtroom starts to feel the pressure. This is not just cross-examination anymore. This is a battle for credibility. And right now, the cracks are showing. The cracks are showing and things are not looking good for Ubaloyi. He is under pressure, guys. How can you spend 1 hour repeating the same question about leave dates in the Senzo Meyiwa trial, but fail to extract any contradiction? What kind of a strategy is this? Is it even a strategy, or is it desperation on its standing on its own? But no, guys. Hell no. What an embarrassment. What an embarrassment, Gesana. How, madoda? Umfokabaloyi waze wazihlaza. Waze wazihlaza umfokabaloyi. Akuna strategy sinje, lena pure desperation. There is no way umuntu can stay for 1 hour ebuza into eyi-1. He gained nothing, Ubaloyi. Instead, he exposed everything about himself. It is quite saddening. It saddens me to realize ukuthi ku-empty phayana. Ku-empty, guys, phayana akunabantu phayana. It's so empty. That's so sad, honestly. I cannot believe that. Oh, Mr. Leonard Friend. I think he's in fact, imagine this striker sijuluka kungekaqalwa kusangenwe ebaleni sisangena siyangena ayikakakhatywa nokukhatywa ibhola but kunomuntu ojulukile njani. Make it make sense. Ujuluka njani kungekadlalwa? I was so confused there. I was like, hayibo, ujuluka njani singekadlali? Wajuluka umuntu ke sana. Wajuluka Ubaloyi ndaxakanana because bekusesekuqaleni kusandothiwa, yes my lord, I'm standing in for the state, I'm representing Mr. Mncube and Mr. Msibiya, I'm presenting Mr. Ntanzi, I'm presenting Mr. Mapis. Why was he sweating? Kanti all along he's sweating to ask us one question for an hour. Hayi sana sivelelwe siyi-South Africa nabhongo. I-South Africa iyazibona izimanga kwi-court ka-Judge Ratha. Oh, I must say, I appreciate the silence. I don't care why he is silent, but I appreciate the silence. Ingathi uFosti uba makathule because at some point ebe angry at uMnisi. Hey, he hates Mnisi, that guy. He hates him, man. He can't even pretend, guys. Oh, he can't even pretend. He hates him. Guys, what are your thoughts when it comes to everything that was happening in that courtroom? Let's talk with comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Please be blessed. Happy Thursday. I'm filming this on a Wednesday evening. It's 19:11 p.m. I'm filming this. When you are going to watch it on Thursday morning, please do enjoy the videos. Please, 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 please. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Don't be shy with my super thanks. Don't be shy with my likes. Don't be shy with commenting. Don't be shy with everything, Jay. Please, come on. Thank you. Bye-bye.